Here's what you need: cotton yarn or hemp cord, basic school glue, and a large bouncy ball. I'm using cotton yarn here because it's a little less fuzzy than other types of yarn, and when it hardens with the glue, it looks really cool, almost like wicker. You can find it at most craft stores and sewing stores. It comes in a variety of colors, and I also like to use hemp. So I have just covered this totally precise, but just try to make it right in the middle, just like that. Now as I put my yarn around, I want to try to get around that little hole there. The last marking I'm going to make is not too important, but here's a little spot where you can inflate and deflate the ball when you're done. So if you want to reuse it again, place a little marking because as you start putting the yarn around it, it kind of gets covered up. That's going to make my kids happy because they can have their ball back afterwards. Okay. Now we're going to prepare our glue mixture. Now you want to mix equal parts of glue with water. I have a really large container here because I know I'm going to need that for this large ball. So you just want to pour it right in. I'm using a plastic container here, just big enough so that your yarn can fit inside. Now if you were doing this at a sink, kind of a nice way to do it is to then fill this same container right down into the mixture. Let it start soaking all of that stuff up. And we're just going to let that sit in there as we're making the ball, and we're going to start pulling the stuff out little by little. Bring your ball right over. I have mine sitting in a bowl so that if I need to set it down to rest, to pull more string out or go get more glue, it has somewhere to sit. So take your string and just start on one side and hold it in place. And we're just going to start going around. Remember that you don't want to cover that circle at the bottom. But if you do a little bit, don't stress over it. You can actually kind of move it with your hands as you continue going. Do some going this way, do some going that way. All different directions. As you can see, as I'm pulling these out, look, we made it to the end of the string, woohoo! Now all I want to do is tuck this in somewhere, make it a little inconspicuous. You're not really going to notice it later when it dries. And then on the top of the ball, if any of your strings got covered around that little hole that we drew, just kind of spread them apart with your fingers, like that. And the final thing I'm going to do is just give it a little bit more juice. So I'm going to take some of my remaining stuff here. This is going to make it nice and solid. Just like that. Now, it looks a little lighter than the yarn originally was. That's actually going to turn back to its original color when it dries. So don't worry about that. Now you want to get a clean work surface, put down a new trash bag, and get a smaller bowl so that we can set it right on top so that none of the yarn is actually touching the bowl. And then you want to let this dry for 2 whole days. It's going to need that long to harden up. And then we're going to deflate the ball, and you're going to see how cool it really looks. Okay, it's been 2 days and our yarn has completely dried. It's nice and hard and it looks awesome. And you can see it's turned back to the same color that the yarn was before. Now what we're gonna do is the most fun part of this project. We're gonna deflate the ball. I'm gonna use a ball pump needle. Don't smash your lampshade. Okay, I've deflated the ball enough that I can now pull it out, just like that. And you're left with a really cool yarn globe. Now you could just hang this decoratively, but we're gonna insert a light and really turn it into a lampshade. I'll show you what you need. A hanging light fixture, which you can purchase at IKEA and Home Depot, a light bulb, a 3/8 inch 2-piece clamp connector, which you can purchase at a hardware store, and a 1 by 3/4 inch washer, which you can also purchase at the hardware store. Now for the smaller lamp, you probably don't need these little metal contraptions I just listed because the light fixture will sit perfectly. Just let the light kind of spurt out and it casts really cool shadows throughout all those yarn pieces. It almost kind of looks like a disco ball sometimes. Okay, and then let's plug it in and try it out. And look at that! We made a lamp. It's pretty awesome. For more patterns and tutorials, check out my website, danamadeit.com, and click subscribe to be updated with all of our latest videos. I will see you next time.